cardiovascular, this is a course that you might want to consider. Obviously, people are going to make choices and decisions based on what's best for them.
Gentlelady's time has expired. Ms. Plaskett for 4 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning to you both. Thank you so much for your time today. I was just looking at the volume of comments that you'd received, the 29,000 comments after the report came out. Can you explain how you're going to, and will you be able to meet the time frame that you have for an evaluation of all of those responses to be able to issue that report, the guidelines?
Yes, our staffs have gone through all of the comments. One of the things that is helpful in a sense is that a large percentage of them actually were form letters. So as the Secretary reflected, only about 8,000 were individual, not only, but that's less than 29,000 in terms of our ability to get through. And the Secretary and I are both working very hard with our teams to meet the deadline of this year.
Okay, great. And I guess my other question is related to moderate alcohol intake. And looking at the guidelines that were issued in 2010 and wondering if that at all, I noted in the 2015 committee statement that it confirmed the conclusions from 2010. Do we think that that's going to remain the same, or what is considered moderation, will that change as well?
So as I think you appropriately reflect, the advisory committee has the identical recommendations from the 2010 report. While we're not going to comment on specifics, I think it's important to reflect that there was no change.
Okay.
After this hearing, I may be consulting that guideline.
The FDA would say he meets age requirements.
And I think that's 2 for males, right?
Good enough.
Well, I just want to thank you all for the tremendous work that you've done. This is, I think, really important to the American people. I'm just echoing my colleagues' discussions about proportion sizes and the need for healthy diets, particularly in communities in which there may be a dearth of fresh foods that are available to them as well. And also, let's not forget in terms of our obesity, the thing we haven't talked about, which is not just your diet, but your exercise as well, which I think is something that Americans have been woefully lacking in for our young people for some time now. So thanks very much. I yield the balance of my time.
Gentlelady goes back, and I don't think the Secretary was saying you're going to stay till after 5 o'clock, did you? Mr. Rouser, 4 minutes.
It will be 5 o'clock somewhere.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Secretary Vilsack, Secretary Burwell. Thank you both for being here today. I appreciate it very much, because this is an incredibly important issue. And I'm looking at this from a very macro perspective. We've got close to a $20 trillion